welcome. This is another lesson of place values or decimals, but in today's lesson I want to be looking at more about these place values and values. We had calculated numbers concerning this, so we want to go direct to our question of today. So our question of today is going to be looking at ordering decimals. When you talk about ordering decimals, we want to know that if when you're given a number of such a category, like you're seeing it here, they want us to get a concept of how can we order this. That is arranging decimals in ascending order. Okay. So that means that when you look at our decimal like this, it is quite hard for you to tell which one is smaller than the other, or which one is bigger than the other. So we use a concept and a number of methods that can help us to understand which one is bigger or which one is smaller. So let's look at these concepts such that we can now be able to solve, we can be able to understand which one is the biggest. So within the end of this lesson, we should be able to know how we can really tell that this one is bigger and this one is small. So let's look at these steps as we see how we can make it. Yes, so these are our numbers. Okay, we have 0.01, then we also have 0.11, so we can call it 111. Then we also have 0.11. So we cannot really tell which one is bigger than this, except we use our method. So let's have a look at these methods that we apply and that we can be able to use if we are to know which one is bigger or which one is smaller than the other. So here is the methods that we use. So now in these methods we always use our numbers, like we have been given our numbers, which is 0.01. So what do we do there? First of all, we first look out for a factor or a lowest common multiple of these numbers of ours. Remember, these numbers of ours are arranged in different ways. For example, we have our 0.0101. Okay, then our 0.011. So we look out for this. Remember, if we first change these numbers into proper fractions, we have been able to look at what we call proper fraction. So here we can say we first change to a proper fractions. Okay, they are in decimals, so we have to first change them to proper fractions. So how do we change them to proper fraction? For example, if we have been given our number here, our number which is 0.101, what we do is to count how many numbers are after the point. Let's count them. We have this is the first one. We have this could be the second one, and this is going to be the third one. Okay, so now that simply means we have three numbers after the point. So now we can put our division sign. Then where there is a point, we put a 1. Then we count how many? 1, 2, 3. So that simply means that after I put this, when you divide 0.0101. Here we shall be now able to get our 101 out of 1,000. So the moment we put these zeros here, it eliminates our point here. It moves up to this side 3 times. Okay, so now this is the number that we have finally got, which is which is a proper fraction. So still we have this number into a proper fraction. We cannot tell whether it is still bigger or smaller than the others. So that's why here we are able to arrange our numbers in this category. So now when it comes to another number, now we can say this number is this. Okay, we have this. Okay, 0.011, 0.11. So now this one is going to be equal to our 1. Okay, let's continue the method. 0.11 out of what? How many? We put a 1 here, then we write this 1, 2. Okay, there are 2 zeros. So here we shall get our 11 out of 100. Is that right? So our next number, which is 0.0111, is going to be equal to our 0.111 out of, okay, put where there is a point, put a 1, then 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be our 111 out of 1,000. Okay, I hope that is clear. So this is the method that they were able to apply to get out this 101 out of 1,000, 111 out of 1,000, 111, 11 out of 100. So now after you have put it at this stage, we now have to still eliminate and see which one is bigger than the other. Okay, so what do we do next? What to do next is now to get our numbers. 101 out of 100. Okay. So here I didn't give out a good space. Let me get something to erase. So we are saying this is the step that we did that was given here. Okay, this is the step which was given here. So let me erase this, and we now see how can we get the first or the small one or the big one in that category. Okay, so let me rub this, okay. Okay, so now we have now been able to get our free space where we can write. Let's get our pen here. Okay, so now we have got what? We have got a free space to still understand this more. So now we are saying you now want to understand where did they come up with this. Remember, we had got our number as 101 out of what? Out of this was out of 1,000. Okay, so now after we have arranged them in this form, we look out for the number which can, the lowest common multiple or the LCM of this, which can multiply or which can divide this. Okay, so we got that we can use 1,000. Okay, so when we use 1,000, that simply means that we shall now get 1,000 as our LCM, this LCM. Okay, then we multiply it by what? By 1,000. Okay, so you can look out for any number. It may not necessarily be 1,000. You can make maybe 10,000, but it should be able to fit within our denominator here. So now when we why do we need to multiply it by this? You look out for the common multiple to ensure that we still get a value which is flat. Okay, so now when we multiply by this, this, all of this shall cancel with this. So here we shall remain with what? With our 101. Then when we come to another step, which is our 0 what? Our 0.11 is going to be equal to our 1 out of 100 times what? Times 1,000, because we have chosen 1,000 to multiply all the what? All the values of ours. So this could be, we cancel these zeros, okay? So here we shall remain with 11 times 10, which is 110. And then we also come to another number here, which is 111 out of 1,000 times 1,000. So here we shall come up with, we cancel these, they go for marriage, remain with 111. Do we still have any other number? So now here, when we have these numbers now, we can now value which one is smaller, which one is bigger than the other. So we have 101. So this is going to be our first number, 101, 10, our second, then our third one. So now when it comes to arranging them to ascending order, ascending means from the smallest to the largest. So we can now take our number as we can say now using ascending. Okay, ascending. Then if you are to use ascending, that means now we can arrange our number as 1 0 1. Okay, then 10. Then we have our what? Our 1 1. So this simply means that now our number, which is this is the same as 0. This is the same as 0.0 is 0.101. This is the same as 0.11. Then 0.111. Okay, so now this is the arrangement which is given, and it corresponds to be our what? Our answer. So that is how we shall be able to handle these numbers, arranging them to ascending and descending. Okay, so we shall now be able to move on and see how do we arrange these numbers. So this is our part of our exercise, and this exercise we want to do it in our next lesson. Think about it as we come up. I should be having some of your answers, and we shall be able now to solve it, all of us together. All right, okay. So for this, I do say thank you very much for being part of this, and wish you the best. Be able to check out on our playlist and subscribe to get some more new upcoming lessons.